Over the past couple of months, I had been shiny hunting for the starter Pokemon and showcasing what I believe is the fastest way to get that starter Pokemon as a shiny. And this video that you are watching right now is a collection of all of those videos put into one. So if I start sounding repetitive, that would be why. And while this video is a collection of all of those videos put into one, for your viewing convenience, I am showcasing the starter Pokemon in order by generation that they appear in. I also wanted to give a bit of a disclaimer that this video will not contain the starter Pokemon for Scarlet and Violet. Because of the nature of this video where I showcase what I think is the fastest way to get the starter Pokemon as a shiny, there is only one way to get the starter Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet as a shiny, and that is hatching them by eggs in Scarlet and Violet. At least that is the case right now at the time of making this video. I will also have a channel update at the end of this video, so please stay tuned for that. Thank you for your understanding, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, you're looking for a sunflower, are you? Get it? Because Bulbasaur's shiny is golden and it learns its solar beam. Just roll the video. So right on top of this flat surface area up here is where Bulbasaur spawns. And as you can tell, there's a lot of ground types. There's a flying type right there. Ground type, fire type, flying fire. Bulbasaur is the only grass type Pokemon that spawns up here, which means we can make a sandwich. If we were to make a grass type sandwich, then we can manipulate the area to make only grass type Pokemon to spawn. And when Bulbasaur is the only grass type to spawn up here, there will be only Bulbasaurs up here. I will explain that in a second because I forgot to show you where this even is. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so Central Plaza, there's Bulbasaur right there on the map. Now you know I'm not lying. Ooh, Mudkip too. Ooh, okay. Good to know. But I'm right up here on the top flat rock thing that's up here. Central Plaza is just right there. Yeah, you can just look off the rock right here, and Central Plaza's right there. You can look down right at it. As you can see, this place is very up high, so yeah, that's how you get up here. Now you know where to go. Then once you are up here, you're going to want to set up a picnic and make yourself a sandwich. Creative mode. And grass types are really weird, and they like cucumber, pickle, 1, 2, 3 lettuces, and 2 of any herba mysticas that are not sweet or sour together. So I did a test run with 2 sours last time, and it worked. But these recipes can be funny sometimes. I've had to make a sandwich multiple times to get the effects I wanted. Well, lost the lettuce. Hopefully that wasn't important. How is all of this lettuce even so... Oh, that was all of it. And then just to make sure you don't lose any of the lettuce, just don't use the top bread. Lettuce and bread. The Subway experience. My face when I eat Subway. Teensy? Excuse me? Let's try this again. Sometimes I do wish there was an option to skip this cutscene. Encounter! Let's go! I didn't do anything different. Just so you know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, grass encountered sparkling, both grass. Why are you here? Anyway, nothing but Bulbasaurs! Bulbasaurs everywhere! Now some of you might be tempted to fly off the rock and come back onto the rock to hunt for a shiny Bulbasaur, especially if you're a fan of Shiny Catherine. But if you've watched her videos also, you would know she failed the shiny Bulbasaur many times because she kept leaving the rock and coming back to it, making the shinies despawn. Shiny Catherine, I love your videos. You are such a fun person to watch. So I don't mean to call you out, and I mean it in the nicest ways. Don't pull a silly. So to avoid that, to avoid flying away from the rock and possibly making a shiny despawn, just run around on the rock. Make some spawn here, make some spawn over there, make the spawn everywhere, and just Get all up close and personal to the Bulbasaurs and check them while you're running around. That way, you don't miss a shiny if one appears. Oh, that's a shiny. That is very much a shiny. He's just hanging out with his friends. Hello there, little guy. Like a bunch of dogs. Hello. Oh, hello. Just make sure we save before we encounter. Hello, shiny Bulbasaur. Oh, but now everyone else is nervous. Oh, and they're running away. Oh no. I'm sorry, little guys. I'm sorry, friends. I didn't mean to scare you. Quick ball, go. Easy catch. That's a shiny Bulbasaur, registered to the Pokedex, and I've only been recording for 16 minutes. Thank you very much. Ooh, boy, I'm really excited for this one. Charmander is one of my favorite shinies. Evolving it into Charizard is also one of my favorite shinies. And the first shiny that I ever got was a Charmander. So yeah, I really like this guy, and I'm really looking forward to showing you how to get this guy quickly. In the DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there's this giant dome thing, and I'm sure you're probably already aware, but after you spend the barbecue points to make the starter Pokemon appear here, then this is the area where Charmander will be. And I don't even know if I really need to show you on the map where I am. This is just the set of stairs that you would normally take your first time entering the DLC area. So it's just right at the beginning. I can show you on the map if you'd like, but I'm just at the very start. I have really bad drift. There we go. So right here by Savannah Rest Area 1, at the staircase you normally take when you first get here. I can zoom out and show you Central Plaza's all the way over here. So yeah, you're just gonna want to be at the very front of everything right here when you first enter. Oh look, and there's a Charmander right there. And the reason why you want to be by the stairs right here is, well, you just saw the Charmanders right there. They spawn. I'm not lying to you. But other fire-type Pokemon do spawn in, what is this, the Savannah biome? Other fire-type Pokemon do spawn in the Savannah biome, but they're over in, like, that direction and that direction over there. There's, like, Magmars and little Magbies. Maybe others that I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. But for some reason, they don't spawn over here, just the Charmanders, which is why you want to hang out back here. And while we are over here, we're going to make a fire-type sandwich. And for a fire-type sandwich, we're going to use 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, 1, 2, 3 red bell peppers, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour together. And since I have the most amount of sweets here, I'm just going to go ahead and use 2 sweets. Use a red stick just for fun. And then just quickly throw everything onto this piece of bread and make a very messy sandwich. If you want to do it faster, you can just stay on the middle bowl and hit the right bumper to make the bowls slide on over when you're done. Drop the bread on top. Boom. Very fast sandwich. Oh, and I forgot to mention, before you make your sandwich, just be sure to save your game before making it, just in case you end up getting egg power instead of encounter power. But this time I got lucky and I got encounter power. That's what we're looking for. Gonna put the picnic away. And since all the fire types are away and you saw Charmander over here, that means there's just a bunch of Charmanders over here. And goodness me, there are so many. There are so many Charmanders. And we're just gonna right along this way here. Follow near the edge of the wall. That way you don't leave this particular area where all the Charmanders are and start seeing other fire types. Follow along the wall here, go straight, and then how far did I go last time? I think I just went to this tree. So as soon as you make it to about this tree, then all you really need to do now is head backwards and head towards where you just started to see more Charmanders. So yeah, we're just gonna go back and forth right here and look at all the Charmanders until one of them is shiny. You might want to take it slow just to make sure you don't miss one, because there are a lot of Charmanders. You might accidentally run past one if you're not paying attention. But yeah, just stay calm, remember your training, you know what to do. Is that shiny? That might be shiny. "24 minutes left of sandwich?" That is a shiny! I could not tell in this game. Well, that's why we were going slow. I've only been recording for like 8 minutes, what the heck? Well, as you just saw, there's still like 25 minutes left of the sandwich. What is going on? Well, I have no shame in quick balling in this house. Boom. Easy catch. And there it is! Shiny Charmander! I told you that would happen fast! Y'all remember when he wore sunglasses? Before I get into it, I wanted to quickly tell you that I recently found out you can reset the mass outbreaks if you don't have a mass outbreak that you want. So I'm going to show the map real quick and show you this is my current outbreak. We got a Scizor down there, we got Deerling, Tyrogue, and we got a Alolan Executor right here. But I don't want any of those right now. I want to be able to hunt for Squirtle. So I'm just going to save real quick just to make sure I don't lose anything. And you don't need to change the date on your Switch to be able to reset the mass outbreaks. The first, let me show you with freaking, where do we go? Oh, just this menu. See that I have the option to connect to internet? That means that I am currently not connected to the internet. Or it also just says offline mode at the top right there. So, first things first, do not be connected to the internet. And then go down to your system settings, roll all the way down to system, go to date and time, make sure synchronize clock via internet is also off, and then go down to date and time, and then just mash A all over it. That way you don't change anything about it, and that is all you need to do. And boom, we got new mass outbreaks happening right now, and I'll show you real quick. We got Elekid right there. We got Horsey down there. Alolan Executor moved up there. And we got Litleo right there. You can see that I have different outbreaks now. But these are still none of the ones that I want to be hunting for. I would like to hunt for Squirtle, so I'm going to keep doing this until Squirtle shows up. Seriously, where is the outbreak? I'm confused about this. This happens sometimes where I'll see an icon for an outbreak, and then I'll go there, and I don't see anything. Where is it? I think I'll leave this part in the video just so that I can ask. If anybody knows where this is, let me know. Please. Squirtle! There we go. Finally. We got an outbreak of Squirtles. Okay, so I believe an outbreak in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet is going to be the best way for you to find a shiny Squirtle, and it's going to be the fastest way you're going to find a shiny Squirtle as well. And to increase our chances of finding a shiny, we're gonna make a sandwich. Okay, so water type Pokemon, they like 1, 2, 3, wow, 4 cucumbers, 1 pickle, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour or sweet and sweet. So you could do sour and sour, or you could play it safe and do spicy bitter. You just can't do sweet and sour or sweet and sweet. Or I do have 2 salty Herba Mysticas, and I heard that you can do just 1 cucumber and 2 salties. You can go ahead and give that a try, I suppose, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use 2 sours, just so that I still have access to my other Herba Mysticas that I have here. Silver Pig, and then we're just gonna grab our stuff and plop it onto the bread. You just need to go to the end of the bowl. My bumpers are broken. Or maybe it's broken because there's only 3 bowls to grab from. Oops. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, perhaps that was it. Aren't I silly? And there we go. We got sparkling power, water, and that's the particular power that we wanted for making the sandwich. Interestingly enough, we got encounter power, which you won't always get encounter power for this sandwich. And since we're doing a mass outbreak encounter, it doesn't really matter if we have encounter or not for the sandwich. We just want the sparkling. Then we're gonna put our picnic away and look at all the Bulbasaurs that were already spawning because it's a mass outbreak. But you have a higher chance of finding a shiny Pokemon in a mass outbreak like this, and I just increased the shiny chances even further because I made a sandwich, and you can increase your odds even further if you knock out the Pokemon that are in the outbreak. So just keep knocking out some of these Squirtles until eventually you will see a message pop up that says that the amount of Pokemon that are spawning in the outbreak are decreasing. That means that the game is then keeping track of how much are left and all of that, and your shiny odds will increase the more Pokemon from the outbreak that you knock out. Well, I knocked out a Geodude. That's fine. So yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this until either a shiny spawns or until we get the message that says that the amount of Pokemon in the outbreak is decreasing. The number of Squirtles is decreasing. You just saw that message. So now what we can do, since the shiny rate is up, we can just... Actually, is there a spot to even put a picnic out right here? Oh, I guess right here it's flat enough. So if you set up a picnic and then put it away, that makes all the Pokemon despawn, and new Pokemon will spawn in, and boom, those are all new Squirtles. So you can do it that way to look for your shiny Squirtle, or you can fly off somewhere else and come back into the area where all the Squirtles are spawning. That way you reset the area and you see new Squirtles every time you go back and forth. So yeah, either go back and forth or set up a picnic. That'll make the Squirtles despawn and make new ones appear. Whatever it is that you decide to do, just keep doing that until the shiny appears. Yo, there we go. Shiny Squirtle! Sometimes it can be a little hard to tell. May I enter a battle with you, please? You're so far away. There we go. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to tell if the Squirtle is shiny, but thankfully, it's easier to tell in Scarlet and Violet because you can turn the camera around and show the shell, and it's got a green shell. Is that another shiny in the back there? Hang on, is there 2? Well, it's a good thing I saved. Let's quick ball this one, see what happens, and then see if we can make it to the other one over there. Well, I didn't mean to quick ball twice. It's not gonna work the second time. Oh no, you got recoil damage. Let's just dive ball. It's walking away, no! Don't despawn. Okay, well that one caught. Yeah, I don't care right now. I gotta go look for the other guy. Did it despawn? Is it gone? Did I even see a shiny? I'm confused. Well, I did save before the encounter, right? Okay, yes I did. I quickly stopped the recording so I could watch it back just to see if I did save before the encounter, and I did. I guess I could have kept watching the footage just to make sure there wasn't a second shiny either, but we'll get there when we get there. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, so there's the shiny down there. Was there one behind? No? I might have failed a shiny? But at the expense of a different shiny? I'm confused. Unless if that's it right there. Well, let's just try to catch this one again. Okay, well that caught instantly. There's the Squirtle. Well, let's take a peek over here anyway. Yeah! I don't see another one. Did I even see one? Well, there is a chance that I failed a shiny because I was catching a shiny because it walked away. I'm confused. Just double checking all of them again. Yeah, if there was in fact a shiny, it's gone now. Well, if that is indeed what happened, that's gotta be one of the silliest ways to fail a shiny. It was like, oh, I couldn't catch the shiny Squirtle because I was catching a shiny Squirtle. Nothing was lost, nothing was gained. Okay, well, I mean, I gained a shiny, but still, you know what I mean. Sometimes it happens. Good lord, this drift is bad. Anyway, I guess to just wrap up my thought, if there was indeed a shiny back there, and if I did indeed lose it, then that would be my first official shiny fail. And reclaim that happened at the same time? Has that ever happened before? Where you failed a shiny and then immediately reclaimed it? Or you reclaimed it before you even got the fail? How would you even consider this? I'm overthinking it, but I'm overthinking it because this is the first time it's happened to me. At the very least, what I can say though, because I've said it a couple of times in past videos before, was we don't fail shinies in this house. And while I stand by that statement, I do everything that I can to prepare to never fail a shiny that I'm going out of my way to get. At the very least, to this day, I have not failed a full odds one. That would be brutal. So, well, anyway, I hope that this was helpful for you some way, somehow. I'm still processing, not that it's like traumatizing or whatever, but still processing that just happened. Thank you for witnessing my first ever shiny fail. I can't believe that happened. Again, it's not that big of a deal because it wasn't a full odds shiny. That was a mass outbreak and a sandwich on top of that, so the chances were really high that I was running into a shiny. But still, that was the first time that I had officially failed a shiny in a mainline game. I made a video about losing a shiny in Mystery Dungeon, but I don't consider that, I was like, now that it's been some time, I don't consider that an official fail just because it wasn't a mainline game, and the whole point of that is that the shinies are very difficult to recruit, but they're also very easy to find. But now I'm rambling. Now this, like, none of this matters. For you, like, frequent YouTube watchers, or if you're a veteran shiny hunter, you, like, it's just like a nothing burger. Like, this doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. It really doesn't. And as I said previously, like, I failed the shiny because I was catching a shiny. The reclaim happened at the same exact moment, which is honestly really funny. Is Chikorita supposed to be a bean or a pear? So, you're looking for a shiny Chikorita, huh? Let me help you out with that. I believe the easiest and fastest way to find a shiny Chikorita is going to be through an outbreak in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. I see that there's Chikoritas spawning around me, but that is not an outbreak. And if I show you on the map, I currently do not have a shiny Chikorita outbreak happening. But there is a way that we can change that. In case you didn't know, if you go to your home menu here, go over to System Settings, go all the way down to System, and go down to Date and Time again, and smash A through the date and time, then you will reset the outbreaks that you have in the game. But before you do that, I forgot to mention that you should be on offline mode first. Do not be connected to the internet, otherwise it won't work. But as long as you are not connected to the internet, then you can reset your outbreaks that way. You just saw the notification pop up that the outbreaks have changed, and I can show you that the outbreaks did in fact change. We have a love disc now up there instead of an execute from earlier. There's a seal now. Ooh, and a Pokemon that I hadn't caught yet. I wonder what the heck that is. But neither of those are Chikorita, so I'm just gonna keep doing this until a Chikorita outbreak shows up. Okay, so it took like an hour probably, but I finally found an outbreak of Chikorita. But now that we got one, we can go ahead and we'll open up a picnic and then make a sandwich. Enter creative mode, and grass type Pokemon enjoy a pickle, a cucumber. Well, I just called a cucumber a pickle and a pickle a cucumber. And 3 lettuces. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me save first. That way I can just reset the sandwich if I don't find a shiny and not lose my Herba Mysticas that I worked so hard to get. Make sure I didn't accidentally spawn any shinies by doing so. And I think we're in the clear. Okay, so now we can go ahead and make a grass type's favorite sandwich, which will be 1, 2, 3 lettuces, 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour together. I have 2 sours, and that's one of the ones that I have the most of, so I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. Drop the silver pick on that bad boy. So we're just gonna drop the cucumbers and the pickles onto the bread first, because there's a lot of lettuce and you got to be careful about how you stack it, that way they don't fall off. And putting the small stuff on the bottom will make sure you don't lose anything like I just did. And then drop the bread away, that way you don't lose more than I did. But you know what? It's an outbreak. We just need the shiny rate. We don't need an encounter. Just enjoy our mountain of salad and wet bread. See, sparkling level 3 for grass. That is all we need since we are at an outbreak. We don't need encounter. We just want the improved shiny odds of Chikorita. Where did they all go? Oh, there's one. There we go. For some reason it wouldn't allow me to attack it. There we go. And we're just gonna go ahead and attack some of these Chikoritas, get the, because for some reason when you knock out the Pokemon that is in the outbreak, then it'll increase your shiny odds a little bit for however many you've knocked out. There's like waves and stuff and whatever. I'll put a chart up on the screen. But essentially what I'm doing is, on top of the sandwich, we are knocking out the Pokemon in the outbreak. That way we get the maximum chance of finding a shiny. I believe the outbreak itself has better odds, and then knocking out Pokemon that is in the outbreak increases your odds. And then on top of that, you've got a sandwich going, which also increases your odds. So in theory, and sometimes in practice, it should not take that long to find a shiny. Why won't you attack this Chikorita? It's not a shiny. It's just a regular old Chikorita. Whatever. I think something's wrong with my Rayquaza. Why is it just stuck there? You good, bro? And it's been stuck like that. Okay. And it won't let me put him away. I can only put him somewhere else. He's just standing there. Shiny! Shiny! Let's go! I am saving right in front of it right now. There's 20 seconds left of the sandwich. I'm saving again. I don't care. I am not losing this thing. This thing has been cursed. I don't think you understand. I have resetted so many sandwiches. Easily 8. Trying to find this thing. I even found a full odds shiny Zangoose before I found this guy. But OBS crashed on me. So I don't even know if I have the footage to show you that. Which only shows just how cursed this shiny has been for me, just trying to get this thing. At least it didn't give me a hard time getting caught. Shiny Chikorita! There it is! Good lord! This was supposed to be one of the easiest ways to get it. Why did it give me such a hard time? Another way that you could get a shiny Chikorita, which is probably one of the easier ways to do it, would be in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. You are able to shiny hunt the starter Pokemon when you pick it because, well, I mean, you could shiny hunt it anyway, but what makes it easier, and the reason why I'm pointing out specifically Heart Gold and Soul Silver, is because when you go to pick your starter Pokemon, you are able to look at the 3 icons and you can choose which starter Pokemon you want. It's in that screen that the icon itself, when you select it, can be shiny. So it's a very fast hunt because you are looking at 3 Pokemon every time you do a soft reset to get your shiny starter. While yes, in that era of Pokemon, the shiny odds are 1 in 8,000 or so, I still managed to get that shiny pretty quickly just because of how fast the reset is and how many Pokemon you are seeing per reset. That's how I got a shiny Chikorita in my Heart Gold version, and to be honest, I think I got that shiny Chikorita faster than this one in my Violet version for some reason. What animal is Cyndaquil even? Is he an anteater? Is that what he's supposed to be? A hedgehog? What? That was according to GameFAQs anyway. Don't know how true that is. Can't really trust a quick Google nowadays, can ya? Anyway, you want a shiny Cyndaquil? I'ma get you a shiny. Well, it's for me. You can go get your own, but I'm gonna show you how to get your own. Okay, so I'm hiding in this cave. It's a small room. It's just in here. Oh, that guy's trying to chase me. Let me get out of there. Oh wait, actually, he is a thingy. Probably a good thing that I'm fighting him right now. Because to make things easier on yourself, you're going to want to either catch this thing or get rid of it another way by any means. But yeah, just get rid of this guy, that way he's not in the cave anymore and he won't get in the way of you looking for your Cyndaquil. So first step, let's just get rid of this guy. Alright, bye-bye. Anyway, I was trying to show you, Cyndaquil's right there. There's only one of them in here right now, but that's proof that Cyndaquil spawned in here. And if you had been keeping up with my other shiny hunting videos so far, you probably know where this is going, and that is, notice how he's the only fire-type Pokemon in here? That means if we were to make a fire-type sandwich while we are in this cave, it will spawn nothing but Cyndaquils. But first, let me show you where this cave is. I'm going to step outside to show you that I'm in the polar biome. Cave is kind of hiding away in here. Central Plaza, I think is that thing right there. I can just pull up the map and show you. Okay, so I'm right here. That's where the cave is. Central Plaza is right, oh, all the way down there. It's kind of far. So I guess the easiest way to get there is if you were to fly to the polar rest area that's right here, and then just make your way right here. So yeah, the cave is right here. And then after you take away the Ultra Terra type thingy Pokemon that was in there, then it will, well, it'll be gone. Hey, this is like it's Cyndaquil. Hello there. And you will have an easier time getting yourself a shiny Cyndaquil. I did not mean to run into this runny nose bear. Okay, well, now that you know where the animal... What did I even hit? Bear, get out of here. Okay, I'm getting off my Pokemon. That way I can just run on through. There we go. So we're going to step outside of the cave and we're... Cyndaquil, why are you outside? we're gonna step outside of the cave, and really, why wouldn't there be enough room here? Where do I need to be? I didn't realize part of the challenge was finding a spot to make the sandwich in the first place. How is this not enough room for a sandwich? Oh my word. Up here? Is this fine? There we go! Okay, so you gotta come up here to make your sandwich. I didn't realize the hardest part of trying to get yourself a shiny Cyndaquil was finding a spot to make the sandwich in the first place. Okay, so we're just gonna make a sandwich that fire-type Pokemon like. And with the materials that I have, that's going to be cucumber, pickle, 1, 2, 3 red bell peppers, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour. I have a lot of sweets, so I think sweet and sweet should be fine. Use a red pick because I'm looking for fire types. I mean, it doesn't really matter what pick you use, but I just wanted to use red. Bonk. Stab. Okay, sandwich has been made. Am I lucky with encounter? Encounter, let's go! Where'd the cave go? I lost it. Okay, there it is. So now that we have a fire type sandwich made, we can just hop on in here and wait for them to move here. Why are they taking a while today? Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey there, little guy. Now there's just a... Why is there only a Cyndaquil in here? How do I make more happen? Is there like a corner I can go into? What are you doing? I didn't know you could walk like that. Anyway, what if I step out and come back in? Do we have more? It's still just you? What is happening here? Nope, still just you. Huh. And now he's gone. Where'd he go? Where are the Cyndaquils? What happened? What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, I can't make a picnic in here, just like I thought would happen. And now there's one. What? I'm confused. Okay, it's a different Cyndaquil. But why is there only one? I don't know what's happening here. How do I make more show up? Why is there only one in here? Hey, 2 spawned this time. And the second one's gone. What? Oh, you're outside. What just happened? This is silly. Whoa, a shiny. Let's go. Hello there. How do I get to you? I didn't mean to try to auto-kill it. Whoops. I wanted to throw the poke. Whatever. I could have just ran at it like a normal person. Anyway, let's just throw the quick ball and get this over with. Never mind. Eruption? Why do you know eruption? We are inside a cave. Will a dust ball work? Yeah, that's fine. Shiny Cyndaquil! Let's go! I got pretty lucky with that, considering that I was only seeing... What was that? There was only like 20 Cyndaquils. Like, more often than not, I felt like I was running into an empty cave. How did this even happen? What the? Oh! My Pokemon's out. That's what was happening. I was like, why is the floor snoring? Now, I think I got pretty lucky. What happened to my voice there? Now, there we go. Excuse me, no squeaks there. Now, I think I got pretty lucky with my shiny Cyndaquil in my violet version. But I think the best way to get one is most likely going to be in here, Legends Arceus. Okay, just remember how to play. I haven't played in a while. First person mode. I didn't know you can do this. So our best bet on getting a shiny Cyndaquil in this game is going to be through the outbreaks. The outbreaks are massive outbreaks in this game. Are they massive outbreaks and mass outbreaks? Words are confusing. But anyway, we're just going to go back and forth between any regular level and back in town just to see if we can make the game give us an outbreak in this section in the game. Because it's this level that we would want it to happen, because when we eventually get a mass outbreak of Cyndaquils, it's going to be in this map, so that's why I'm going back and forth here. There we go, there's one now. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna, going back from Scarlet and Violet to this game, I do not remember the controls, even though I put over 200 hours into this game. Oh, I did love this game though. Shiny hunting in this game is so much fun. But anyway, I saved the game, and there's an outbreak here. I hadn't done it this way before, so I'm gonna see if it even works. Well, let's see if there's a Cyndaquil first. Let's go feed the Munchlax, that way we can see what we're working with. There is a Cyndaquil outbreak, right up at the top up there. Perfect. Okay, now if I understand correctly, all of the Pokemon that are in the outbreak right now, the first that you see when you get there are predetermined, but then once you defeat them, then it'll be truly randomized essentially. So like, if I were to save the game right now and come back to it, then we would be seeing the same Pokemon. But if I were to save right here, go through the outbreak, and then if there's no shiny, restart, then I'll see the first 5 original Cyndaquils, yes, but then after those are defeated, then the ones after those are not predetermined and they still have a chance to be shiny. I think, if I understand that correctly. And I'm going to give that a try and see how true that is. How do you play? There we go. And then we're just gonna fly here. There we go. I'm also playing with Joy-Cons right now. I'm really used to playing on a Pro Controller, but my little sister's borrowing my Pro Controller right now, so I'm using my Joy-Cons, and I am not used to it. And my Joy-Con's about to die. Okay, we got Cyndaquils right there. Oh, you know what? I probably should have thrown some Pokeballs instead of trying to fight. That would have been a time saver. Oh god, what are you? I can't fly while poisoned? This is terrible. This is an awful situation to be in. But let me just make you run away. Be afraid. Run away. A new horde? And there are cool lavas. Does that count? Does that count if one of these happens to be shiny? Ah, let's go for it. Why not? So if you make all the Pokemon from an outbreak either faint or run away, there's a rare chance that a second wave will come in, and it more often than not, it's the evolution to that Pokemon. So that's why there's cool lavas here now. How did you tank a hit from a level 100 Pokemon? I mean, I know I'm only using Swift, but come on. So now let's see if this works. If we just close out the game and restart it again, let's see what happens. Okay. So all of these guys should be the same Cyndaquils that we saw last time, the same 1, 2, 3, 4. But then after these guys run away is when we should start seeing new Cyndaquils, I believe. So there should still be a chance to get shinies here. A new horde is formed. Oh, the cool lava form is... Yeah, this might be the same. We might be seeing the same Pokemon right now. Okay, so I was wrong, and the fact that a cool lava horde happened is proof that I am wrong about that. Let's try something else. Okay, new plan. Since I was totally wrong about absolutely everything up to this point, I'm gonna go with a different method. I'm just gonna go back to the village. And I'm just gonna keep going back and forth like this between the map and the village until I can get another Cyndaquil outbreak. When I eventually do get another Cyndaquil outbreak, I'm only going to be doing Cyndaquil outbreaks. That's the only thing I'm gonna be checking. Now, I believe a shiny spawns on the map, like there could be a shiny at any point anywhere on the map, so I could be missing a shiny by doing it this way. I've seen a lot of videos of people saying to be careful about that. There might be a shiny on the map somewhere if you keep going back and forth like this, or if you're not checking everything on the way to some spot that you're trying to get to, then you're gonna be missing a shiny. And to that I say, I don't really want to spend an additional 40 or so minutes per back and forth like this every time just because there might be a shiny out there, especially when I have the shiny charm and I'll be missing out on a shiny that isn't full odds anyway, assuming that there is a shiny out there to begin with, because I don't know, I didn't go look. And frankly, I feel like if I didn't see the shiny, did I really fail one? Throttle, that's a different starter, but that's not the one we're working on today. In fact, at the time of recording this, I already handled Turtwig. It could be fun to see if there's a shiny unknown right now. There is not. I could possibly be missing out on a bunch of other shinies by doing it this way, yes. But this method will help you get the shiny that you do want a lot faster. This was a method that I did when hunting for a Mime Jr. in my video on shiny Pokemon cards deciding my shiny hunt. I guess shameless plug, you can check that out. Do I do the card up at the top of the screen for that one? But yeah, go give that a watch if you're interested. I worked hard on that one too. Ooh, we got Cyndaquil and Quilava right now. Okay, I might just need to go try both. We'll start with Cyndaquil. We got one. We got one. We got one. We got one. Let's go. Okay, now I just need to be very careful about how I approach this so they don't see me. We are saving immediately. Yeah, he's right there. You can see him right in between the trees, right there. He's just right there. Oh my gosh. Work our way over to grass pile right here. And there's a shiny Cyndaquil just right there. Oh no, we woke him up. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Ow. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Okay, shiny sparkles look nice. Please don't run away. It ran away! No, no, no. It's a good thing I saved. It's a good thing I saved. It's a good thing I saved. Let's just restart and try again. I panicked. And he's back. Perfectly fine. Where is he? Let's just use a regular Ultra Ball this time. See, he's right there. Everything's fine. Did not lose him. Let's just be careful about it this time. Okay, why must you all pile in the same spot? Ow. Wait, no! Wait, no, where are my mud balls? Where are my mud balls? I'm really bad at this right now. Come on, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball. Where are my Ultra Balls? Are you kidding me? Okay, I caught him. Everything's fine. I don't know why I was having such a hard time with that right now. I used to be so good at this game. You know, having 200 hours in it and all. I'm sorry, I don't know why I got mad at you for that. You didn't do anything. But I got the Cyndaquil. I don't even care anymore. Let's just get our boy. See, he's right there. Hey, little guy. How is this not an anteater? Look at him. Look at that snoot. That's an anteater, is it not? No way that's a hedgehog. Oh, look at the way he's sitting. He's sitting like a person, or kind of like a dog, like on the couch. Just plop over. Hey there, little guy. So that's the way I recommend getting yourself a shiny Cyndaquil. There is also one more method that you can do to get yourself a shiny Cyndaquil really fast. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, when you go pick your starter, you are able to look at each starter. Like when you look at the starter icons, you are able to look at each starter before you pick it, pretty much checking 3 different Pokemon at the same time to see if they're shinies, which even though in this generation that's about a 1 in 8,000 chance of it being a shiny, because you can see 3 Pokemon at the same time and the resets are fast, it's actually a really fast hunt. I did this hunt a while ago and I found shiny Chikorita doing this way, and it only took me a couple of days to do it. In a while, Totodile. So I have here in front of me an outbreak of Totodiles, and here in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, I believe is going to be the best way that you are going to get a shiny Totodile if you're looking for a shiny one. I am going to see something first. I'm going to do a picnic and make a sandwich, and I'm going to hope that it gives sparkling for water, because I was looking at a chart here, and it says to use any Herba Mystica that isn't sweet and sour or sweet and sweet. I only have sweet and sweet right now, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway because I don't need encounter power, so I'm just going to make it anyway and hope that it still gives sparkling. So you're going to learn with me. We're going to see what happens. And water types like 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumbers and 1 pickle. And I only have 2 sweet Herba Mysticas. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make it and hope that it gives a sparkling power for water. What the heck is flapping all over the table? Do you guys see that? What is happening there? Is that bush? Is that grass? What is happening there? Did it break through the table? Plop on top. Yeah, that is plants. Those are plants. Come on, do we get sparkling water? Sparkling water, that is perfectly fine. Oh, catching power might be helpful too. That's interesting. Okay, that works perfectly fine. We do not need encounter power because we are at an outbreak. We can just use the outbreak itself for the encounters. But with the sandwich activated, we are going to knock out these Totodiles until it gives us a message that the number of Pokemon from the outbreak is getting low. I am very excited for this. The entire time that I have played the DLC and the entire time that I have made these type of videos for you guys, this is the first time that I have seen an outbreak for Totodile. Yes, it took that long. You don't have a blue nose, do you? No, you're normal. Yo, there we go. That's a shiny. That is for sure a shiny. Get over here, you little turtle. Turquoise. Totodile. Crocodile, Totodile. How did I even get that wrong? I'm just gonna throw a quick ball at this thing. I'm just excited to have this guy. Oh, but he seems not excited to have me, though. Dive ball, go! Let's see if that works. Oh, hey, it actually did. Thank you for not being troublesome on me, Totodile. I very much appreciate that. Shiny Totodile! This is the first time that I got a shiny Totodile in general. I don't mean just in this game, but I just mean in general. Like, not even in Pogo. Like, I never got one during community days or anything like that. This is my first shiny Totodile. Shiny Totodile is such a cute little guy. Unfortunately, he was walking on the land when I found him. I really like the way that they swim in the water. I just want to point that out real quick. Look how adorable Totodile is. Look at the way they're just doggy paddling in the water. I very much appreciate it. It is so cute. And I wanted to be able to point that out earlier, but the shiny that I found was just wobbling along on the land. But you know what? That's okay. Shiny Totodile's allowed to do whatever he wants. When a tree is in a car, then the tree goes. Where does the tree go? Hey there, little guy. I was just about to talk about you. So today, I am going to show you how to quickly get yourself a shiny Treecko. And the fastest way to do that is going to be in the DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. First, let me show you where I am. I'm in this part of the map. You can see more Treeckos are spawning in the map right there. And you want to be in this area where the fossil Pokemon spawn. As you can see, there's a little Shieldon right there. I'll zoom out and show you where I am. You can fly to the Canyon Plaza or to the Canyon Outdoor Classroom and just hop on over right here. And for point of reference, I can zoom all the way out. This is the map. Central Plaza is, of course, the middle of everything right here. And I'm all the way down over here. So yeah, just to show you where I am, that's where I am. Then now that you know where I am, sorry little guy, I'm about to make you disappear. By the power of Sandwich, I snap him away, Thanos style. But we are now going to make a sandwich. that grass-type Pokemon like. We just enter creative mode. We're going to need a cucumber, pickle, 1, 2, 3 lettuces, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour together, I believe. So to play it safe, I'm going to do just sweet, so it's not sweet and sour. Use a green one for fun, and we're just going to pile it on this bread and hopefully it doesn't fall over. You can just start with the small things first, and then put big fat leafy boys right on top. Well, lost one. Hopefully that's not going to be bad. And then when you got a mountain of lettuce, you just toss away the top part of the bread, that way the lettuce doesn't go away. And now we just got a mountain of salad ready for the grass types. But they're grass type Pokemon. Is this cannibalism to them? Sweet salad. What would even make it a sweet salad? I mean, I guess you can use ginger sauce. Egg power. Frick. Gotta do it again. No, I forgot to throw the bread away. At least I didn't lose all my lettuce doing that, though. Really? Again? Are you kidding me? Well, why? Encounter! Let's go! That took forever! I think I reset that sandwich like 5 times. It took so long. Same ingredients, by the way. I didn't do anything different. And now, we got Treeckos everywhere! Look at that! Run on over this way. You're a Treecko. You're a Treecko. And you're a Treecko. And you're a Treecko. Everybody's a Treecko. And this is so exciting. There's a whole bunch of Treeckos everywhere in this little area. And that's fun. And the reason why this is happening is because we made a grass-type sandwich. And Treecko is the only grass-type Pokemon to spawn in this area. So we just manipulated the area to give us nothing but Treeckos. And so now we're just gonna run around until we find a shiny. Okay, I guess minor correction. There are these deer thingies. Deerling, sorry. There are deerlings that will spawn along the edge of that little island where I was, but you don't really need to be hopping over here for anything, so I didn't mislead you, nor did I intentionally mislead you. But you can just stick around in this area, and the deer aren't going to spawn in here. Just thought I'd point that out real quick. Yay, there we go! That just like popped in out of nowhere. Let's just save. We always save before we encounter a shiny. Sometimes we might even save twice or 3 times. You can never be too safe. Shiny Treecko! Oh, I love that red tail. He looks so good. Hey, a quick ball doesn't look too bad on it. Oh, but he doesn't want the quick ball anyway. That's fine. I'll find something that he does like. Do you want a nest ball? You know what? You're absolutely right. What was I thinking? Why do you do so much damage? Ooh, how about a netball? It does kind of match your colors a little bit. You like a netball? Oh, silly me. Really? Oh, come on. You know what? Let's be silly and do a dive ball. All right, a little too silly. I understand. Dusk ball, go! Is it dark enough outside for that? Yeah, apparently so. It doesn't even work that way in this game. Well, it doesn't matter. I have shiny Treecko. It ain't dusk ball for some reason. And there he is. There's a little guy. He's so cute. That was pretty fast. I've only been recording for 30 minutes, and roughly 6 or so minutes of that was just trying to get a sandwich that gave me the encounter for grass types in the first place. Torchic shiny looks like fried chicken. No! Refrigerator, go away. So the Torchics spawn in this cave. I'm trying to show the Torchics, you dude. What? Why can't the, what is that? What just happened? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to fight him like this. Oh, this camera angle is nuts. Anyway, I was trying to show you. Torchics spawn in this cave. Right there. You can see a couple of them just right in the back over there. And if we step outside, we see the sea shroom. Okay, so this cave is right here. I'm gonna open up not the pause menu, the map, and show you that I am right here. We'll zoom out, and it's in the polar biome. There's kind of close to the outdoor classroom 1. It's right over here, or straight down from, what are you, Polar Plaza, right there. And for point of reference, Central Plaza is right here. Yoop. And it's right over here. Just, I guess maybe it's easier to find if you just go straight down from Polar Plaza, and it's right here. That's where the cave is. And I hadn't seen any Torchic spawn anywhere else. I've only seen them in this cave. Ooh, real quick, I want to find out if it's helpful to take out this Medtang first, because I did test out a sandwich method for Torchics to spawn in here, and that works fine, but I did not check to see if Medtang would stay fainted if you were to knock it out first. Which, I mean, I guess you could just catch it. I'm just gonna take it out. Okay, so if I step out of the cave and come back in it, it stays gone? Yeah, okay, it seems like it stays gone. Okay, anyway, now that the Medtang is gone, let's just go ahead and do a picnic and make a fire type sandwich. Alright, let's see if I remember without looking at my phone what it was. I think it's a cucumber, a pickle, and 1, 2, 3 red bell peppers with 2 of any herba mysticas that is not sweet and sour together. So I'm just gonna do 2 sweets. Do a red pick just for fun. Why is the plate always so bright inside of caves? Like, I can't see the bread. Who thought this was a good idea? Some of those peppers are falling off in the back there. Is that a... Oh, that's a pig. I thought a pickle was hanging off the plate, but it's just a pig. Cool, we got an encounter. Nice. Sometimes I have to make a sandwich multiple times because it would give me teensy over an encounter. But there we go. We got sparkling and encounter fire. That should be fine. And now with a fire sandwich made, there will be... nothing in the cave. What? So I just need to run to this corner. That works sometimes. There we go. There's a Torchic. There's usually a lot more of them that pop in. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. There's a couple of them spawning in. There we go. I just had to run to the corner over here to make more of them pop in. And once a good amount of them have popped in and you can see that none of them are shiny, you can just run out of the cave, make them all despawn. And something to keep in mind too, if you come out here, you will see Chimchars and score bunnies. If any of those sound good to you, if you want to shiny check those while you're here as well, there's 2 other starters that spawn outside of the cave, and they are score bunny and Chimchar. Yeah, weirdly enough, there's 3 fire type Pokemon that spawn out here, which is these 2 guys here and the Torchic inside the cave. They're all firefighting. Thought that was very interesting. So that's just something to keep in mind as well when you keep going back and forth inside the cave and outside the cave. If you want to shiny check the score bunnies and the Chimchars while you're out there, they might be shiny out there. Just take a look. But then just come right into this corner right here and wait for all of them to pop back in and just go back and forth like that until something is shiny. Hey there, little guys. Yo, is that shiny? Let's go! Lunch is here! We got fried chicken! I was worried about how noticeable it would be because it's just inverted, but yeah, it's pretty noticeable. I spot it. Quick ball, go! Never mind! Okay, that didn't take too long. That was part way into my second sandwich. We're inside a cave. Will a dust ball work? Nope. How about an ultra ball? No. What is the catch rate on this thing? I swear. Oh, that's a crit. That's a crit. We catch. Okay, we're good. And there we go. We caught our fried chicken. We got lunch. Yummy. No ribbons, but that's okay. Mudkip is probably one of the best starters you could ever pick. So of course you want a shiny one. He's nice and pink too. Before we get started into the hunt, I will first show you where I am. Not right my Pokemon. There we go. That's the menu. Here's the there's the map. Oh, and you can see there's a Mudkip on the map spawning already. But yeah, just for point of reference, Central Plaza is right here. It's directly the middle, right in the center of the map. And I'm right on top of the flat rock right over here where there's usually a bunch of Bulbasaurs. But yeah, you can just look over the side of the cliff right here and you can see Central Plaza right there. We're up high. Oh, way down there. Before we get into it though, I will make the sandwich first and then I'll show you where the Mudkips are and I'll explain why in a second. Water types are especially weird and they like 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumbers, 1 pickle, and any combination of Herba Mystica that isn't sweet and sour or sweet and sweet. So I'm going to do sour and sour. This might take a bit of time. Uh-oh, we lost 2 of them. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem later. Oh, wait, we only lost 1 of them. One of them is hanging on. It's right there. We might lose it with this bread drop. Nope, it stayed. No, it's there. We're just gonna have a little cucumber hanging off on the side. I wonder, can I intentionally make it look like that on each end right there and make it look like it's a car? That would be really funny. I want to see somebody do that. Meep meep. Teensy? Hang on, sometimes it's teensy and sometimes it's encounter. I'll try that again. Encounter! There we go. And I didn't do anything different. I just didn't lose a slice of cucumber that time. But that's not what I wanted to do. Now that the sandwich is made, we're going to hop down this way. And there is a cave right over here. And once we actually get inside... Mudkip! And another Mudkip! And another Mudkip! Okay, they spawn kind of slow in here. Oh, there's a couple of them. Here we go. See, all the Mudkips spawn in here, and there's not a lot of room in this cave. It's really difficult to make... Why do you look silver? Anyway, there's not a lot of room to set up a picnic and make a sandwich in here, which is why we made a sandwich before entering the cave. Now, at the moment, I do not know the best spot to just keep going back and forth to get the most amount of Mudkip encounters for this, but, yeah, this is where Mudkips will be. Oh, I guess right here would be the spot. Yo, there we go. I don't even remember how many sandwiches that was. That was like maybe 2, 3? 2 sandwiches. That was 2 sandwiches. Not too bad. It was starting to get a little long for a sandwich hunt. But hey, even if it's long for a sandwich hunt, any shiny that you can get in the same day is a fast hunt. Let's be honest. Hello there, little guy. Quick ball, go! Wait, was that a crit capture that didn't land? Is that what just happened right now? You know what? We're inside a cave. I'm gonna use a dusk ball. I don't care that it doesn't look good. Well, apparently the Mudkip cares. You're a Mudkip! Why do you know Hydro Pump? Well, I mean, I guess you are a level 62. you want a heal ball to go with your purpleness? I can't believe that actually caught. And there it is! Shiny Mudkip! That's another starter that I can check off my list. So, you're looking for a turquoise... you're looking for a turquoise, Turtwig, turtle... I got a Turtwig shiny. I got you, bro. I am up on this rock. And look, there's a Turtwig right there. Oh, there's two turkeys. There's two turtles. And they're right here on the... Scyther, this isn't about you. Two little turtles hanging out on this rock right here. I'm just going to escape the Scyther here real quick, and also because it's flat for a picnic, but hit the wrong button for you. There we go. Show you on the map where this is. It's on this curved rock. It's on this curved rock thing right here, and that's going to be in the canyon biome, and it's Center Plaza right here, just for point of reference, and it's just straight right over here on this curved rock area. That's where I currently am, but I'm also gonna move around in a bit after I make my sandwich, but you'll get the idea. But first we need to make a sandwich that grass type Pokemon like. 1, 2, 3 lettuces, 2 pickles, and let's do 2 sweet herba mysticas, because it's not sweet or sour together, but I tested it out and 2 sweets are okay. Or at least sometimes they're okay. Sometimes it gives tiny power, and other times it gives you encounter. That is a pile of lettuce. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We're looking for a turtle. Do we get lucky with encounter this time, or is it going to be tiny? Encounter! Let's go! We can work with that. And then we just put the picnic away, and boom! There's a bunch of Turtwigs here. And the reason why it works this way is because Turtwig is the only grass type to spawn in this area. So when you set up a sandwich that increases the encounter rate of grass type Pokemon in an area where there's only Turtwig, you're gonna get only Turtwig. So there are a lot of Turtwig that spawn on this rock over here, but I've also found out that there's a lot that spawns right over in this area as well. So I'm just gonna head over there. See, there's a lot to hang out over here as well. Oh, there we go. There's one right there. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Off the Pokemon. Save that he's here. That happened so fast. There's 24 minutes left of this sandwich. Let's catch him right away. Hey there, little guy. Quick ball, go! We caught it! Let's go! Look at that adorable little guy! Oh, I love Turtwig. You looking for a punchy monkey? Yeah, I got you, bro. So I am in the polar biome. I am in the cold place. Currently, I am standing right here. And for some reason, Chimchar spawns in this cold area. And to make him come out, we're just gonna make ourselves a little fire-type sandwich. Alright, so fire-type Pokemon, they like cucumber, pickle, 1, 2, 3 red bell peppers, and any 2 herba mysticas that is not sweet and sour together. So I could do sour and sour, or I can do sweet and bitter right now. I guess I could just play it safe and do sour and sour. And we're just gonna quickly throw those on there. And if you hadn't noticed before, you don't need to put your hand all the way into the bowl to grab it. I'm just grabbing from the corner there. Whoops, lost one. Dropped the bread. Teensy. Ah. Well, gotta reset that sandwich. Oh, I forgot to save. No. That's okay, I can just fly straight there, it's not a problem. Okay, let's remember to save in the area where I want to be this time. And now let's remake that sandwich. Item drop? That's a new one. Encounter! Let's go! Okay, that only took 3 sandwiches. I swore I've had to take like 8 before, it was crazy. And now we have Score Bunny! I didn't know the Score Bunny spawned all the way up here too. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, in the polar biome, if you make the fire type sandwich and just run around everywhere, you're going to get nothing but Score Bunnies and Chimchars. While it is a little unfortunate that there is a second Pokemon that is also a fire type that's spawning everywhere, your chances are still pretty high that it's going to be the one that you're looking for if you're looking for Chimchar or Score Bunny. There is a slim chance that you are going to have to remake your sandwich or make a new one if you got a different shiny than the one that you were hunting for, but because of how many are spawning and how many are here, and that you can narrow it down to just Chimchar and Score Bunny this way, Scarlet and Violet is DLC here is still probably going to be the best way to get yourself a shiny Chimchar, because hatching eggs in what the Diamond and Pearl remakes is, I guess, is how you would be able to hatch to do the Masuda method for Chimchar. I don't know if you can do that in Sword and Shield, if it's even I don't think it's transferable. Sword and Shield really gate-kept you from a lot of Pokemon. I got beef with that generation, can you tell? But anyway, I'm rambling on about something that doesn't even matter. It's not even the point of this video. The point that I was originally trying to make is that unless if you're Masuda hunting, like Masuda method hunting for a Chimchar to guarantee your encounter with just Chimchar, this is probably going to be your best bet. This is going to be faster than doing, say, the Mass Outbreak in Legends Arceus, because this way you are still seeing a whole bunch of Pokemon at once at all times. Because even if there is a chance that you find a shiny Score Bunny instead of the shiny Chimchar, by the time that it takes for you to even find a mass outbreak of Chimchars in Legends Arceus, you could have been checking for a couple of Chimchars already just from running around in here in Scarlet and Violet. And now I left the area where all the Score Bunnies and the Chimchars were. We need to go back up there. Snubble, what are you doing out here? I didn't know you were a fire type. Is that shiny? That might be shiny, but I can't tell in the sliding. I'm gonna probably should not have saved just in case, but that is a shiny. Okay, cool. That didn't take very long at all. I was still on the first sandwich in this area trying to find a shiny Chimchar. Oh, but it does find good to find one quickly. I've had, I guess, mild spoiler, or it'll weirdly affect the flow of the video, but I had been working on trying to find a Chikorita and a Oshawott. Wait a minute, why did I throw a quick ball twice? And why did it catch in the second one and not the first? That's silly. Well, oh, and I haven't even caught a Chimchar yet, and the first one I caught is shiny. That's fun. Anyway, I was looking for a Chikorita and I was looking for an Oshawott. I've done like 5 or even more sandwiches for both and nothing has shined yet. It doesn't normally take me that long to find a shiny, but for some reason, Chikorita and Oshawott's giving me trouble. But anyway, shiny Chimchar with his silly little pointy on. Blah. I don't know what that was, I'm so sorry. He's got a pointy on his head, and it's funny. There's still, I caught it and I saved, I looked at its summary. I spent time doing other things after I caught it, and there's still 8 minutes left of this sandwich. That's crazy. I mean, I guess I could spend that rest of the time looking for another one, I guess. I don't know. Penguin. So right now I have my Pokemon Violet version up, and in the DLC, the starter Pokemon can spawn in the wild, specifically just in the DLC for this game. And I have an outbreak of Piplup right now, and I'm gonna go to it. Well, there's one of them. Where's the rest of the group? Where are your friends? This is supposed to be an outbreak. Why is there only one of you? Oh, there they are. There's some. Are you part of the outbreak? Ah! Okay, there's more spawning in. Okay, cool. So while we have an outbreak of Piplup happening, I'm going to go ahead and make a water-type sandwich while it's also happening. Okay, so water-type Pokemon like 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumbers, 1 pickle, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour and sweet and sweet. I only have 1 sweet, 1 salty, 1 sour, so I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do salty and sour. Use a silver pick, drop all the ingredients onto the bread as fast as you can. And now that the sandwich is made, we just gotta hope that we are lucky enough to get, oh wait, you know what? Never mind, we don't need that. I was gonna say hopefully we are lucky enough to get the encounter, but I forgot we're in an outbreak. We don't need the encounter, we just need the sparkling. Aren't I, you silly? Although we can encounter anyway, but we don't need it because we're doing an outbreak. So that will increase the chances of a water-type Pokemon being shiny. It was specifically a water-type sandwich. And with the sandwich activated, we are just going to go ahead and knock out some of these Piplup. Because knocking out Pokemon that are from the outbreak can also increase your shiny odds for that particular Pokemon. And this does seem like a pretty good outbreak spawn location for the Piplup because there actually seems to be Piplups spawning. I've had bad luck with an Oshawott before where the outbreak location, put that in quotes because there was only like 4 Oshawotts spawning at a time, but in this particular case it looks like a bunch of Piplups are actually spawning. They're just a little spread out, like there's 1, 2, 3 over here, there's 1 right there, and there's 1 right there. It's like 5 is more than 4 anyway. Oh, okay, they seem to be spawning in a circle right here. Okay, that's fine. At least they're actually popping in. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this and let's see how long it takes to get lucky. Hey, there we go. Let's just save right in front of that guy. That is very clearly shiny. Oh, the game does not run well on the water. Hey, little guy. It would have been nice to see you sparkle and not Rayquaza's back. Yes, that is how you pronounce it. Quick ball, go! Well, that's unfortunate. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Nah, I can't say that. It didn't take me very long to find this shiny. I think the sandwich just ended. Oh wait, I'm in the water. Can I use a dive ball? Well, that still looks good for the shiny. Are you kidding me? Oh, let's try another one. Another dive ball, go! Okay, it didn't even try. It didn't even try that time. Ball, go, now, catch. No! I was holding down the A button and everything. Yeah, I'm one of those believers that believes in the myth of holding the button to increase your chances. What of it? Hold the A. Never mind. Am I doing it wrong? Am I supposed to hold the B button? So A to throw, and then B. Okay, maybe B means cancel. Another dive ball, go! Let me have this penguin! I guess at this point I should just be throwing some Ultra Balls. Give me the shiny! I am a spoiled brat! I want! No! I'm sorry, maybe I should be polite. Come on, Piplup, can I please have you? Please? It would be nice to be friends. Thank you. So you gotta mind your peas and carrots. Oh, that was the first Piplup I caught. Nice. It always feels nice when the first time I catch the Pokemon is the shiny. Another possibly good... Bleh. Blah! Another place that is possibly good to get yourself a shiny Piplup most likely is going to be Legends Arceus. Oh, after playing a lot of Scarlet and Violet, I'm gonna need to remember how to play this game. Oh, there's an outbreak there, okay. So we're gonna... normally what you can do is go to the map, enter one of these places here, and then leave and go back to the hub town area, and then go back in and load the map again to try to get a mass outbreak to happen. But luckily I have a mass outbreak happening in this area already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and utilize that and give the Munchlax berries and go ahead and see what the mass outbreaks are. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Alright, well, unfortunately, I am not seeing any Piplups. But that's okay, we're just gonna go ahead and head on over this way. I thought I heard a shiny sound, but I don't see any shinies. Maybe I'm just crazy. Well, anyway, even if there isn't a Piplup outbreak happening, you can just head on over this way and check this pond right here. I thought I saw Sparkle, but it was just the Pokemon leaving. See the particle effect? There we go. I was confused. I hadn't played this game in a while. I've played a lot of Scarlet and Violet. I need to remember things about this game. But anyway, just run on over here and check this lake, because usually a Piplup or two will spawn here and just hang out at the water. And I guess while we're at it, how do I... There we go. I could just go ahead and show you that I did every task for the Piplup. It is 100%. You can even see that the Pokeball next to its head right there is sparkly. I did every task for the Piplup. Perfect research done. And I also have the shiny charm in this game. So I have the maximum odds for a Piplup to be shiny if one happens to spawn at this lake here. And Empoleon, Alpha Empoleon is also down here. So if you don't mind missing the Piplup, and if you just wanted to get the Empoleon, then there is a chance that this could be shiny too. So just go ahead and check that if there isn't any Piplups at the lake and stuff. And so yeah, there you go. I might do a quick sweep around the map just to make sure there aren't any shinies out in the overworld, but might not do that every time, just because what I really care about is Piplup. And I would rather spend time going back and forth and checking Piplups than trying to find a shiny in general. Yeah, I'm already bored. I'm just gonna go ahead and reset the map and try to get another Piplup. See, there's a Piplup here at the lake. I wasn't lying. Hey, little guy. And now there's no Piplups here. Sometimes there's one, sometimes there's two. Oh. Well, I mean, there's a shiny Apom. Nope. I forgot how to pause in this game. There we go. Okay. Now that I saved, it's not going anywhere if I mess up. Wait, this one wasn't even part of the outbreak. He is just here. Done. Easy. Alright, gotten back into the swing of things. Yeah, that wasn't even part of the outbreak. The outbreak's right here. What the heck? He was just hanging out. Oh, Prinplup. I didn't realize Prinplup can spawn here too. Got it. Well, at least that was a shiny I haven't gotten yet. I don't know if I already had that one, but it is a baby. I think that's still kind of rare in this game, even if it was from Outbreak. I'll take it. Let's go! Shiny Piplup! I just sat down! Well, for the night anyway. Save twice if I need to, because I am not losing this thing. Pause the video I was watching. I was watching a YouTuber, Pajama John, go through retro achievements on getting the Kirby 64 achievements from that website, so shout out to him. Thank you for keeping me entertained while I'm shiny hunting. But wow, I just sat down. I was just now I hit the 2-minute mark of recording on my computer right now. Granted, this took me several days. Granted, I didn't play very long every day to try to catch this thing. Oh, is it asleep? Oh, he's asleep. Oh, he's just sitting down. I thought he was sleeping. Can I reach it from here? That was a short hop. Nice. That's a shiny Piplup. All right. Well, may as well catch the rest of this outbreak. They give berries. Why you no? What is happening? Why are you? Okay, that was silly. Look. There's a reason why I have over 200 of these things. Well, alright. I caught the shiny one, it doesn't matter. Oh, I didn't even see you down there. Ah! Well, I scared it. No! Where'd you go? Where? How are you doing that? How are you doing that? Oh. Goodbye. Oh, that's funny. I'm really glad I was recording for that. That was great. Alright, let's send him out. There's the little guy. Hey there. Oh, you can check summaries in this game. Wow. I don't know why I never thought to do that before. But look at this little guy. He's great. Gentle nature. I have no idea if that's good or not. But anyway, there he is, a shiny Piplup in both the Scarlet and Violet DLC and in Legends Arceus. So what's your favorite shiny? I bet I can think of one that's superior. Get it? Because I'm gonna show you how to find a shiny Snivy. I'll just roll the video. I just turned my Switch on, and apparently I have 3 minutes left of a sandwich. That's kind of funny. Okay, so anyway, I guess I'll show you early what it looks like when you have a sandwich act. That's funny. Will it restart the timer if I just make a new sandwich? I haven't had to do that before. Are you trying to? Nah, you're just regular Snivies. Well, anyway, when you make a grass-type sandwich in this spot, you're going to get a lot of Snivies and executor. There's the word. So you're gonna see a lot of executors and Snivies, but those are the only grass-type Pokemon that'll spawn when you make a grass-type sandwich. So your odds of getting a starter are pretty good. Now let me just open up the map and show you where I am. I am in the Savannah biome, and I'm currently standing right here by this mud patch right over here. So Snivies will spawn right here and kind of across the top of the border right over here, but only to the extent of the mud pile right here, if I remember and understand correctly. So you're just gonna go right here and then go back and forth right here to look for Snivy after you make a grass type sandwich, which I will make right now. Whip out that table. Okay, so grass type Pokemon, but oh, I don't have the stuff. No, I need 3 lettuces. I'll be back. Okay, I am back and I bought the stuff I needed. Okay, so Grass type Pokemon, they like 1, 2, 3 lettuces, 1 cucumber, and 1 pickle, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour. So you could do sweet and sweet, you could do sour and sour. I could also just play it safe and do bitter and spicy because it's not sweet or sour. But I only have one of those. Oh wait, you know what? Actually, I'm going to exit out of this and save first before I use my stuff. That way I can reset my sandwich if there's no shiny. Because I forgot to save after I bought the stuff. Okay, now we're gonna make the sandwich. Okay. I have more sweets than anything else, so I guess I'll just do 2 sweets. Now, it is a lot of sandwich. It is a lot of lettuce. So you're gonna want to grab your cucumber and pickle first and put that on the bottom of the bread. That way you can just stack as well as you can the lettuces on top of everything. And then after you're done doing that, you're gonna drop the bread away. That way you don't lose all your lettuce. And there you go, a mountain of salad on top of a piece of bread. That is going to be a very wet piece of bread. Do we get encounter? Nope, it's egg. Gotta reset the sandwich. Really? Right now? Oh, there we go. Encounter! Let's go! Now hopefully we get lucky and get Snivy. And now that the grass type sandwich is made, we can just hop on our Pokemon bike and run around and look at a bunch of Exeggutors and Snivy and hope that one shines soon. Oh, I already showed you on the map the area that you're going to be running, but I can just do the action right now for you. Just come up towards the wall here and then head in this direction and just watch for Snivies and Exeggutors, and something will eventually shine. Yep, just all the way down towards the other mud pile over there. And then once you've made it here and there's no shiny, you just go back. Just go back where you came from and check that spot again and just keep going back and forth. Easy peasy. No! I already have one of these! Well, that's unfortunate. These are so hard to catch. I'm most likely gonna run out of sandwich by the time I catch this thing. Okay, well I caught it. That didn't... okay. Well, better use the rest of the sandwich and hopefully I get a shiny. I get a Snivy. Better specify I want a shiny Snivy, not just a regular shiny, please. Is that shiny? That might be shiny. I think that is a shiny. Oh, that's definitely shiny. Yo, there we go. Oh, and it's a female. What the heck? Nice. Quick capture. Boom! Easiest shiny of my life! That didn't take too long at all, aside from finding an Exeggutor first. You got a stamp? No, no stamp. That's okay. A female shiny starter is crazy. I'll take it. Hey, speaking of pigs, did you know that at the time of recording and posting this, that it is not the year of the pig? Just some fun facts for you. I'm going to show you the fastest way to get yourself a shiny pig. I'm going to show you the fastest way to get a shiny Tepig. Well, it's faster than soft resetting in black and white anyway, but this is still pretty freaking fast anyway. Let me just show you. Okay, so you're going to want to be in this area in the map, and I'll zoom out just so that you can see, which is pretty much, you see Central Plaza right here? You just go straight down this line right here, and then off to the left right here, there's a little patch of water. It's going to be in that area. Oh, and as you can see in the map, there's already a Tepig close by somewhere. He spawned on the map, but I don't see him around here. Oh, there he is. He's just hiding all the way over there. But when you are in this area, you are going to whip out your picnic and make yourself a sandwich. The sandwich hunts in this game have been crazy. I didn't mean to favorite that. Whoops. But we're going to enter creative mode when making a sandwich, and we're going to use a single red pepper and a salty and spicy Herba Mystica. And that is seriously all there is to it. Plop, 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 drop, and stab. And that is our sandwich made. And boom, there we go. Sparkling fire and encounter fire. And then we're going to go ahead and pack up the picnic. And boom, as you can see already, Tepigs are spawning. You're a Tepig, you're a Tepig, you're a Tepig. There's just piggies everywhere. And if you like piggies, you're gonna be eating well. So yeah, we're just gonna circle around this path, this little area, this rocky area, and just see a whole bunch of Tepigs. They're not gonna be swimming in the water though, but they're the trick is to stay on land, and there's gonna be Tepigs everywhere. Now, I forgot to mention, the reason why this happens, the reason why this works, is because Tepig is the only fire-type Pokemon to spawn in this area. So, when you make a fire-type sandwich, it makes it that only Tepig spawns. Yo, there we go. That is clearly a shiny. Was mildly concerned about how noticeable it would be, but no, that is very noticeable. That is a noticeable shiny. Look at that pig. Wow. I quick ball in this house. I'm not afraid to quick ball a shiny if it means I'm catching it. But there we go! Shiny Tepig! There he is! There's the little guy! What animal is Oshawott supposed to be? An otter? And then he grows up to be a unicorn with a sword? I'm sorry, the black and white era of Pokemon were weird. Alright, you know what? I think I like this better. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make a... Oh, you mean you? What do you mean? I'm not close to anybody. There we go. Let's just go ahead and make a water type sandwich. Okay, so water type Pokemon like 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumbers, 1 pickle, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour together or sweet and sweet together. I only have a sweet and bitter, so I'm just gonna roll with that. And these are all pretty small and round. I think you can just drop them on the bread willy-nilly and you're gonna be fine. Well, lost one. Item drop. Okay, need to reset that sandwich. Encounter! Let's go! Now that our Willy's been nillied, we can go ahead and start looking for a shiny Oshawott. So this is where I am on the map. We have an Oshawott outbreak that is happening right here, and I just like this location better for an outbreak so far. But since it is an outbreak, let's just go ahead and knock them out. That way we can improve our shiny odds. Previously, I was trying to get a shiny Oshawott from a different outbreak location that was over on like a large rock. It was kind of close to where you would find Cyndaquil, if you remember where that is. And it did not go over very well. Even in the outbreak, there wasn't a lot of Oshawotts spawning. I did the best that I could to try to improve the odds as best as I can, but it was not working out very well for me. I seriously resetted a sandwich a good 7 times or so, and I ran out of time in the day to continue shiny hunting, and shiny didn't spawn before midnight, the start of the next day, and having there be a reset of the outbreaks and stuff, it did not go over very well for me. And I also think that was crazy. I'm not exaggerating. I seriously made a sandwich 7 times, trying to find myself this shiny Oshawott, and it was just not happening. I normally find shinies very quickly in this game. I have never had a shiny take more than 2 or 3 sandwiches for it to spawn. So for it to take as long as it did, and well, as long as it's taking now, because I still have not found the shiny Oshawott. Alright, the outbreak's starting to go down. That means the odds are going up, I'm assuming. The point is, the spot where I was originally trying to get the shiny Oshawott was just not an ideal location. While this spot seems to be a very good location for an Oshawott outbreak to be happening. They are actually spawning. Well, that's enough yapping for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue looking for this Oshawott. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that was crazy. It was taking such a long time for me to find a shiny Oshawott, which I still haven't found yet. I'm working on that right now. And yeah, I'll probably show you a clip of the location that I'm talking about, but other than that, I'm not gonna make you watch through 7 hours of nothing. There's no way that I could pad that out to be entertaining at all, even if I tried. It's like, just take my word for it. I'm not gonna make you sit through like 7 hours of nothing. Oshawott, no! No! Shiny? Shiny? That's looking like a purple booper. Oh, that took forever. And here I thought shiny Oshawott was cursed. But no, he's here. I'll take it. Oh, you took so long to appear. Quick ball, go! Let's just finish this thing. Thank you for not giving me a hard time being caught. You gave me a hard time appearing, but you were so nice to me on the catch. First time I caught an Oshawott, and it's a shiny one. That was seriously like 10 sandwiches later. I do not understand why I was so cursed. I'm not complaining. I don't mean for it to sound like I'm complaining. I am just baffled and I am surprised. And I also just want to assure you that if you give this Oshawott hunt, in particular if you do it this way, it should not take you this long for it to have, for what is happening. What I'm trying to say is that I was very unlucky in the Scarlet and Violet DLC and the sandwich method and outbreak. It should not take you that long. It took me a couple of days to do it. I want to say it took me like almost a week for me to find a shiny Oshawott, and that is a very long time and very unlucky for this particular hunt. If you were doing full odds, then yeah, like that's nothing. But no, I was doing what I can to increase the shiny odds. You want a fast and easy way to get a shiny starter Pokemon? Alright, I got you, bro. Okay, so there's a fast and easy way to get a shiny Chespin, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So in Scarlet and Violet, in the DLC, you're able to have a whole bunch of starter Pokemon spawn in the wild. Like, there's a Rowlet right there. Starter Pokemon spawn in the DLC. Granted, you need to spend your barbecue points in the classroom before they will spawn, but once you spend your barbecue points, you will have a starter Pokemon spawn in the DLC map. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And then after you do that, once you, so after you spend your barbecue points and you got starter Pokemon spawning in the map now, we're just gonna do my... Anyway, one of the starter Pokemon that you're gonna be able to get is Chespin. And I'm going to show you the fast and easy way to get shiny Chespin. First, you're going to fly to Central Plaza right here, which is in the middle of the map. And then we're gonna come right over here into the polar biome. And we're going to enter this cave right here. This cave has a whole bunch of electric Pokemon that spawn in here. And while I was in here, I realized that Chespin spawns inside this cave. And it looks like he's the only grass type that spawns inside this cave too. So that I noticed that when I was hunting shiny Rotom. Now you can make the sandwich and you can run around everywhere. After you make your sandwich, Chespin will be spawning everywhere, but I'm just coming down here and coming into, this is not where I want to be. 1 second. They're right over this way. I think I just made a wrong turn. But I just know you come down this big hole and I swear I practiced this. There's supposed to be like a hallway. There we go. And then you come down this cave right here. That's not shiny. And then come down in this way. I mean, you can make the sandwich and run around anywhere you want. I just like it down here is my preference because a lot of Pokemon spawn in this room. And look, there's a Chespin right there. Now you know I'm not lying. And if you take a peek around, there aren't other grass types. That's just electric, ground, electric metal, grass. So now we're just gonna go ahead and set up our picnic and make the kind of sandwich that shiny grass type Pokemon like. And that is going to be a lettuce, some regular salt, salty Herba Mystica, and sweet Herba Mystica. Use any flag you want, and that is the kind of sandwiches that grass types like for some reason. Plop. Lettuce sandwich. I don't know, I'm a weirdo, and I like the taste of lettuce and bread. My favorite part about Subway. But boom, there we go, sparkling grass encounter grass. And now that we ate that sandwich, there's a whole bunch of Chespins everywhere. Look at all of these Chespins. And just like the Rotoms I showed you previously, if you happen to see that one, if you hadn't, check it out. You don't need to set up a picnic and despawn the Pokemon. You can just run around the cave. They will pop up everywhere. But I do not want to explore the cave. I just want to go back and forth between this spot right here and this hole down here, just because there's a lot of Pokemon that spawn in this little room and in that area up in the front. And so yeah, there you go. There's so many Chespins popping off everywhere. Look at them. They're everywhere. There we go, there's a shiny, let's go! That didn't take very long at all. I was only recording for 16 minutes. Look at that. Okay, well I guess he doesn't want the quick ball, that's alright. Okay, there's no other shinies in the room. Oh, I have a Chespin already? Alright, I guess maybe a repeat ball might work. A repeat ball's gonna work just fine. And there we go, shiny Chespin. That was fast and easy, just like I promised. Oh, he's a fox. I like tater tots. I will eat a lot of tater tots with my fox. Oh, just roll the video. So I got a mass outbreak of Fennekin, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Okay, it said mass outbreak of Fennekins, but I'm only seeing 2 of them. Where is everybody? Oh, there's somewhere. Really thought that they were trying to convince me that there was an outbreak when there was only 2 of them. I mean, I guess if you really think about it, 2 is a crowd. 3 is a party. But anyway, we got ourselves a little fox here, and I do believe a mass outbreak in Legends Arceus. This is not even that game! Jeez, what am I even talking about? But I believe a mass outbreak in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet is going to be your best bet of getting a shiny Fennekin easy and quickly. So without further ado, now that we are at the outbreak, let's make a fire-type sandwich. Okay! X for creative mode. And fire-type Pokemon, they like cucumber, pickle, 1, 2, 3 red bell peppers, and any 2 Herba Mysticas together that is not sweet and sour. So we could just do 2 spices. We got that going for us. Hot sandwich! What is it even spicy with? There isn't any like meat in it at all. Ooh, but we got encounter and sparkling. That might be very helpful for us. I mean, I guess if there's kimchi in it, that would be a way to have spicy vegetables. But there we go, we have sparkling and encounter powers going on for this fire type, what? Fire type sandwich. Why did that surprise me so much? There's just a bunch of lions. I ain't calling you a truther. But anyway, we're just gonna stick around in this area where the outbreak of Fennekins are, and then yeah, are you part of the outbreak or do you kind of just spawn over here? Because that might be a good place to check. Is that a shiny Litleo? Hang on. Well, I just found a shiny Litleo. Guess I'll just go ahead and try to catch that first. Was that a crit? Crit capture. Alright, well, there's no resetting this sandwich now. I caught a shiny I didn't have yet. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, so it looks like Fennekin spawn over here, and the ones that are over here are the outbreak. Good to know. So let's just go ahead and knock out some Pokemon from the outbreak, just to improve our shiny odds a little bit if we can. Yo, hold up, shiny Fennekin, let's do it. That didn't take very long at all. I was only recording for 10 minutes. Get him! Wow! Shiny Fennekin looks so good. I don't know how many people would be quick to say that shiny Fennekin is one of their favorites. I mean, I'll say it, it's a really good shiny, but I feel like it just gets, what's the word? I think people forget about it because of Greninja, but Fennekin looks so good. What if we threw a dive ball at it for fun? I say what if, like I didn't just do that. It would have been funny if it caught. I have a single Safari Ball. What is a good... I mean, you're deserving of a Luxury Ball if you like it, but I know the catch rate's kind of low with it. Oh, we caught it anyway. Cool. Ooh, I didn't catch a Fennekin yet. I didn't even know that. Nice. Well, there we go. Shiny Fennekin. Alright, no ribbons, but you know what? That's okay. Shiny Fennekin looks so good. Mission complete. Let's just save that I got it. Alright, look. You and I both know Greninja is your favorite shiny. And there's no arguing that. It's a fantastic shiny. So why wouldn't you want to get a shiny Froakie as quickly as possible? I'm here to help you, dude. Welcome back to the Scarlet and Violet DLC map area, because I know you've been here before. I'm just gonna pull up the map to show you where I am. I am in the Coastal Plaza. Central Plaza's right here, just right in the middle. And then just come right up over in the corner right here. That's where I'm currently standing. And if you've watched my other videos, then you've probably picked up on what I'm about to tell you, and that is Froakie is the only water-type Pokemon to be spawning in this particular like patch of grass area right over here. You might not be seeing them now, but if you make this particular sandwich, you're going to see a lot of them. I don't even remember what herbas I have. Can I just skip? I cannot skip ahead. Okay, so let's do a cucumber. Skip ahead. I do not have any salties. Never mind. Adjustment time. That will then be instead 1, 2. Is that? How many did I pick? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I only need 4. 4 cucumbers and a pickle, and then pair that with any 2 Herba Mysticas that isn't sweet and sour or sweet and sweet. We could play it safe and use a spicy and a bitter. This is just like a fruit salad in between bread. If the fruit is exclusively cucumber. Item drop? Wait a minute, what? Hold up, that's not right. Encounter this time. I did nothing different. Why do I get encounter now? I did nothing different. Okay, so I guess with that recipe, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But they would come up here, and now we're seeing a good amount of Froakies. I don't know why we were seeing grass type earlier, that was weird. We're still seeing grass? Okay, but there's more Froakies. I don't understand this game sometimes. You're not shiny, are you? Nah, you're not. Might have seen all these Froakies already. Let's just go ahead and run in this direction and try to see some new ones. Okay, yeah, they spawn over here too. Okay, you can travel around. That's... I swear I tried this earlier. Okay, we're good. We can just go back and forth. Because that's the important part of making the shiny hunt go quickly too, is if you don't need to pull out the picnic and reset the area. If you can just run back and forth somewhere and reset the Pokemon while you're doing that, then that is faster than taking out the table every time. Not seeing any more Froakies. I probably traveled too far. Wait, no, there's one right there. Oh, and there we go. That didn't take very long at all. I was seriously just talking about making it quick. I've only been recording for almost 12 minutes. I'm just baffled right now. Well, anyway, Froakie. It does not want the quick ball. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Can I still throw Pokeballs at it while it's in a substitute? Yes, I can. You know, I was a little worried about how noticeable the shiny was going to be, but when you look at it next to the other, well, I mean, it's a doll right now. But when you look at it compared to the other Froakie right next to it, it's a pretty noticeable shiny. Was it a crit? Nice. Okay, I have it. Shiny Froakie! No nickname, that's fine. But I'll go ahead and add that to my party right now. I don't need to be running around with a bunch of Rotoms anymore. But before I end the video, I very much just want to evolve the boy. Ah, shiny Greninja is so good. Wow, look at him. Black shinies just look really good in this game. And there he is. It's beautiful. And it has a ribbon. The uncommon mark. Okay, that's fine. Hello, and I'm playing Pokemon again. Because of course I am. Today while I'm playing, I noticed that I have a Rowlet outbreak. And an outbreak is probably going to be the best way to get a shiny Rowlet in Scarlet and Violet. So I'm just gonna set that as a destination and fly here and just go get a Rowlet. Fly! Oh, I guess we didn't need to fly that far. Alright, where's the outbreak? Oh, there's one. Where is everybody? Is it you guys over here? Are you a part of the outbreak? Yeah, there's a lot of you in one spot. I'm assuming that you are. I'll grab that as well. Do I want to make... I think I might want to make a sandwich, huh? Well, do I have the ingredients for that? I'm going to save first, just in case I don't. But even though it's just an outbreak, I think I will just go ahead and make a sandwich. And for grass types, I do not have lettuces. Never mind. Well, where are the Rowlets? I guess let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Target on them. Send out a... That's not how you do it. Oh, I haven't done an outbreak in a while in this game. I usually just make a sandwich and run around. Okay, so lock on. Let Shiny Rayquaza do the job. And do it again. Just knock out a bunch of Rowlets that are in the outbreak. But yeah, we're just gonna do nothing but Rowlets. Knock out a bunch of Rowlets. You are not a Rowlet. Where are the Rowlets? Oh, there's one. Drift. Sorry, I have Drift. And I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going until I get a message that says that the number of Rowlets in the outbreak are going down. I don't remember the numbers, but by knocking out the Pokemon in the outbreak, it increases the shiny odds for the outbreak. And if I could find a reliable source for numbers, I guess I could just go ahead and put that on the screen of what that is. Yeah, why are there so much deerling here? It's like the deerling's the outbreak. No, I killed a deerling. That's alright. I thought I saw a shiny Rowlet. It was just grass. See, the number of Rowlet in the outbreak is starting to go down. Okay, so that should be the next stage up, and I think that means that the shiny rate for them has gone up as well. And as you were able to see, there was deerling and other grass-type Pokemon that were spawning in this area, and since there's multiple other grass-type Pokemon that spawn in this area, then the best way to get a shiny Rowlet is most likely going to be from this outbreak, which is why I'm doing it this way and not the sandwich method that you've probably grown used to be doing. But now that it gave us a message that the number of Rowlets in the outbreak went down, I'm just gonna go ahead and check all the Rowlets that are currently here, and when none of them are shiny, just go ahead and drop a picnic and then just pack up and go and watch more Rowlets spawn in. Well, deerlings spawn in. There's one Rowlet. Where are the other Rowlets? And watch more Rowlets spawn in, and then see if any of those are shiny. And then if they are not, then just drop another picnic to reset the area and try again, and keep doing that until a shiny appears. Alright, this is starting to take a while. I'm just gonna go buy some lettuce. Okay, let's make a grass type sandwich then. Let's see, I remember grass types like 1, 2, 3 lettuces, 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, and any herba mystica that isn't sweet and sour together, and I only have 2 salties. So we're just gonna put the lettuce and the cucumber down on the bottom. That way we can stack all the lettuces on top of it, because there's a bunch of lettuce. It might not all fit. Gonna fall over. Throw the bread away, that way you don't lose the lettuce. And just drop that on. Grass sandwich. Experience point grass, interesting. But that gives us sparkling grass, and normally you would want to reset the sandwich until it gives you encounter. But in this case, since I'm just doing an outbreak, we don't need to worry about the encounter because we're focused on the outbreak. The encounter's already there. We just want the sparkling power of the sandwich. And I believe the effects of the sorry, I'm a little tired today. And I believe the effects of the sandwich stack with the effects of the outbreak. So since we've already knocked out a couple of the Pokemon to increase the shiny rate of the outbreak, and I think the outbreak has a higher chance anyway. Again, I can put words up on the screen if I'm wrong, or just tell you what they are. But I made a sandwich, and I'm sure that stacks. So, maximum odds. Is that one? Yo, I think I see one. Yeah, there we go. That was instantly after the sandwich. What the heck? I'll show you. 27 minutes left of the sandwich. So Shiny's sandwich on top of knocked out Pokemon from the raid. I mean, is it a raid? No, it's not a raid. What am I talking about? It's an outbreak. Don't mind me. I'm excited. There's a Shiny here. Shiny Rowlet. And Rowlet looks gorgeous. Rowlet is such a good Shiny. I will not waste any more time. Quick ball. Go. You know what? Yeah, you're right. It didn't want the quick ball. It deserves more respect than that. I understand. How about a nest ball? You want something that's nice and cozy? Apparently that's not cozy. How about a luxury ball? Only the finest of Pokeballs for the... Alright, you know what? Never mind. Perhaps you need convincing. A Pokeball equivalent of a mansion? You know what? Maybe it's a good thing it didn't catch. Maybe that joke shouldn't make it in the final cut. Dusk ball. It's dark outside. You like that? It worked a little better than I thought it was going to be honest. Nest ball. Wait, didn't I already try nest ball? It does not want the nest ball. Regular ultra ball. Go! Are we really gonna be here for a while? Are you serious? The 3-shake fake? In this economy? It's been a few turns. Does it justify a timer ball, perhaps? Come on! I've been trying to catch it for that long that the timer ball worked. Anyway, Shiny Rowlet. Little mint green guy. Super freaking cute. And it's only 1 inch tall. What is this, a starter for ants? No ribbons. But you know what? That's okay. I got the Shiny Rowlet. It is also pretty easy to get yourself a Shiny Rowlet in Legends Arceus. After you beat the game, they become options to be mass outbreaks in that game as well. Here's a clip when I found mine. Well, it's not a Shiny Rowlet. At the end of the clip, you'll see that it is a Decidueye. Maybe this is cheating, but I didn't feel like hunting for another one all over again just to prove a point. But yeah, here's a clip of when I found one beforehand previously on my own time. But here it is, a shiny Hisuian Decidueye. Save first. Always save before you encounter a shiny. Do I not catch it in this clip? Is that... Oh, that was the end of it. Okay, now how do I stop this recording? How do I stop? No, I don't want to delete it. No. I just wanted it to stop. Do you remember how crazy it was to get the starters from Sun and Moon as a shiny? Well, what if I told you there's an easier way to get Litten? If you're willing to fork over $30, that is. So, in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, the starter Pokemon can spawn in the wild in those DLC maps. If you spent the barbecue points to make them spawn in those areas, that is. Let me just open up the map and show you where I am. I'm right over here by in the canyon biome, right over by this water over here in this part of the curvature of the river right here. And as point of reference, here's Central Plaza, which is dead center of the map. Or I guess you could just fly to the canyon rest area and then just make your way down to the water right here. In this area, Litten spawns, and the cool thing about that is Litten is the only fire type Pokemon to spawn in this area. Oh, I guess that's another point of reference you can use right here is the glowy Magneton is right here. So find the Magneton, and in this area you'll find the Littens. But since Litten is the only fire-type Pokemon to spawn here, you can make a fire-type sandwich and manipulate the environment to make only Littens spawn here. Fire-type Pokemon like red bell peppers, a spicy Herba Mystica, and a salty. I do like me salty and spicy. That's a great combo. And let's use a red pick, because why not? And then we're just gonna go ahead and drop those pieces on there. Why is the pick transparent? I don't think I've noticed that before. Is it supposed to be? And there we go, sparkling in encounter for fire types. So I'll put away the picnic, and boom, there we have it. We got Littens popping in, and I've noticed that a good chunk will spawn right here, and there's another spot right over... Oh, that's a dribbler. I thought the white face made me think it was a shiny Litten. Anyway, I was trying to tell you, right over this way. Let me just make sure those aren't shiny first before I hop away. If you come up here, there will be a bunch that spawn up here too. So yeah, just come up to this area, and then you can hop down this way and go back to where we were earlier, where there was a lot spawning in. Yo, there we go. That didn't take very long at all. Where's my timer? I've only been recording for 14 minutes. Sandwich is only about half over. I will take that. I think I saved twice, but you know what? That's okay. I don't want to lose this thing. Look at that. I mean, it's only one change, but it's a big change. The white looks really good. We're not afraid to quick ball in this house, and it broke out. Oh, it's a female! I just noticed! That's really nice! You know, it would look really good in a Premier Ball. It's not gonna want it though. You know what, why not? Why wouldn't I try? I can give it a few more attempts at the Premier Ball. Maybe it doesn't want it. Why do you know Flare Blitz? Why do you know that? In the amount of time that it took for me to find this shiny was probably the same amount of time it would take to do one soft reset to do a regular shiny hunt for the starters in Sun and Moon. So, yeah, if you're looking for a Litten, I would just recommend doing it this way. Oh, but a regular Pokeball is fine! It took me like 3 minutes to catch the thing, what the heck? But you know what, that's fine. I have a shiny starter and it's female. That's a first for me, I think. And I'm really excited about that. There he is! I found him! The seal of approval! Okay, I guess I'll first check to see if I have a Celio outbreak. Nope. Before we begin, I first want to show you that you can very easily reset the outbreaks that you have without changing the date on your Switch. Now, first you want to make sure you are on offline mode, that you are not connected to the internet, and then go to your settings, scroll all the way down to, I think I passed it, please excuse me, scroll all the way down to system, and then move on over to date and time. Make sure synchronized clock via internet is also off, and then come all the way down here and mash A all the way through it. That way you don't change anything about it. And then it appears to have not worked. Hold on, let me try let me try that again. There we go, now we're getting new ones. And there we go, we have an Alolan Executor up there now, a Magmar, a dog toy. And so yeah, that's how you can quickly reset the outbreaks that you have going on. For now, I want to find a Poplio, so I'm just gonna keep doing this until a Poplio outbreak appears. Poplio, that didn't take very long at all. So now let's just head on over there. You know, I probably could have fast traveled to somewhere a little closer, but you know what? This is fine. And here we are. We got Popplios invading the beach. Oh wow, there actually is a good amount of them popping in. So now that we have a Popplio outbreak, this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna, well, first save, that way we keep our stuff. Alright, do I even have the stuff for this? I suppose let's find out. Alright, let's go ahead and make a sandwich. In creative mode, we're good. Oh, I do not even have the stuff for it. Well, maybe. Let's see. The recipe that I always went for was 4 cucumbers, 1 pickle, and any 2 herba mysticas that were not sweet and sour or sweet and sweet together. But there is another one we can do. We could do just 1 cucumber and 2 salty herba mysticas. Oh my gosh, Drift is crazy. What just happened? Well, let's see if this works. 1 cucumber and 2 salty herba mysticas. And this is why I'm saving beforehand, because I only have 2 salty herba mysticas. That was probably the fastest sandwich I've ever made. Yeah, sparkling water. And we got lucky with encounter too. Well, I actually don't know if you always get encounter with that recipe, but we got sparkling power. We got the sparkling for the water at level 3, maximum shininess from the sandwich. We don't really need encounter because we're investigating the outbreak, and this is specifically why we wanted to find an outbreak of Popplio, because in this area where they spawn over here. There's other spots where they spawn, but every spot where the Popplios do spawn are surrounded by other type of water type Pokemon. So you can't just make a water type sandwich with the encounter power for the water type Pokemon to get the Popplio, because you will get other water type Pokemon as well. So your best chance at getting a shiny Popplio is going to be through an outbreak like this. And then of course make the sandwich to also increase your odds in the outbreak as well. But while we got a sandwich going and while an outbreak is going, we will knock out a couple of Popplios. And yeah, the more that you knock out from an outbreak, the higher the shiny odds are for the outbreak. And when you put a sandwich on top of that, then you're gonna have some pretty good shiny odds for that Pokemon in the outbreak. And with that, the shiny hunt has officially begun. Alright, we just got a notification that the number of Popplios in the outbreak is starting to go down. That might be a good time to just run back and forth and reset the Popplios here. That way you don't make the outbreak disappear, but instead reset the Popplios that are there. I just resetted my sandwich, and I just noticed that there's a bunch of Popplio that spawn here that is not part of the outbreak. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. I say as I just run away from them. Okay, so apparently a good chunk of them still spawn on the beach here. So if you don't have an outbreak, I guess that's one way to try to look for them. Granted, you have to stay in the sand area, because if you come close to the water, then you'll see other water type Pokemon spawn over here. Which was the original reason why I thought you wouldn't be able to do, what does the community call it, a secluded hunt to change the environment to be only Popplios? I didn't think it was going to work that way because, well, there's a tentacle right there. To the cruel, love disc, whatever that is. But no, apparently if you just stay in the sand, you will see nothing but Popplios. You still would probably like to have an outbreak here just to completely increase your odds as well as you can to get a shiny Popplio. Other than that, apparently you can just stay in the sand and you will see pretty much nothing but Popplios. If I had known that sooner, I probably would not have put in the effort to make an outbreak happen. But you know what? That's okay. You get to learn with me. Yo, there we go. I saw that pink collar immediately. Hey there, little guy. Or girl, we don't judge. Hello, what a nice little collar you got there. And you are a girl! Let's just throw a quick bowl at you, see if you like that. Yeah, I thought so. What is that? I didn't read what that did. You want a regular blue ball, little dive ball? No. Maybe you need a little convincing. Nice. That's a Poplio yet. Okay, cool. Shiny Poplio! And it's a female! Shiny female starters are really cool to have. No nickname, it's fine. But do you have a ribbon? Nope, that's okay. Shiny Poplio, yeah! So, you're looking for a yellow frog? Wait, I'm looking for a monkey. What am I talking about? Hey there, little guy. Hello, my little friend, not a frog. So today I'm going to show you how to quickly find yourself a shiny Grookey? Gru, there's two O's. Grookey. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you how to find one of those. So, this is where I am currently. I'm in this beach part, kind of by this grass area. I'm on this beach, and that's going to be in the, what do you call yourself? The coastal biome, and it's along, kind of along the border right here. Oh, here's a fly point right here. It's a, excuse me, I have drift. I'm not crazy, I swear. I can hold still for a minute. We're gonna go to the coastal rest area. That would be the closest spot. Point of reference, Central Plaza is right here, the middle of absolutely everything, or you can just go to the coastal rest area, fly right here, and this is where you're gonna want to be. And in this area, you are going to want to make a grass type sandwich. That is not the menu for a picnic. It hasn't been that long, I swear. Okay, so we're gonna, let's see if I remember off the top of my head what a grass type sandwich is. That should be 1, 2, 3 lettuces, 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, and any 2 herba mysticas that is not sweet and sour. The keyword is and, which means it should work if I use 2 sours. And it's a good thing I have 2 of those. I can still make a sandwich. And with grass type sandwiches, you're gonna wanna plop your cucumbers and your pickles right on top of the bread first. That way you can pile on the lettuce on top of it, because there is a lot of lettuce. Well, I lost one. Hopefully that's not a bad thing. And then drop the bread away from the plate. That way you don't lose your lettuce. And there we go! Salad for everyone! Let's see, do we get lucky and get the encounter? Sparkling grass, teensy power. Well, gotta remake the sandwich. Encounter! Let's go! I've been recording for 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure 8 of them was just making the same sandwich over and over. And with the grass type sandwich made, now we got a bunch of Grokies everywhere. Granted, you are still gonna see other grass type Pokemon like Blossom, but in this spot in particular, the reason why I'm having you come to the beach here instead is because around this area and this grass patch up here, Grookey and Blossom are the only grass-type Pokemon to spawn here. Sure, you're going to be seeing Blossoms too, but at least you're only competing with only one other grass-type Pokemon for a chance for you to find your shiny starter. Whereas anywhere else that I've been able to tell anyway, you're still going to run in you'll still run into a lot of other grass-type Pokemon, so this area by the grass and by the beach is the best place. And hey, you know what? Shiny Blossom doesn't look bad either. I am a fan of Shiny Blossom. I would not be mad if I run into one of those. Preferably, I would find the Grookey, but Shiny Blossom does look really good. And I don't have either of them yet. Are you shiny or just bright? You were just bright. Okay. Monkeys in the sun is not shiny. That's cheating. Aw, well, that's unfortunate. At least it happened kind of fast in this sandwich, though, but let's... I know, I did say that I would be happy to get a shiny Blossom, but... really wanted a Grookey. Ah, lucky for you, Blossom, you're a gorgeous shiny. Nice. Okay, that didn't take too long. I can still look for a Grookey then. Yeah, it's my first one. I know. Yo, I think that's shiny. I think that's a shiny. "26 minutes left of..." Hang on, why am I not talking? Do I need to open you up? Bop, 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 bop. Alright, you... I'm just gonna not be talking for this. That is totally okay. I don't know why my mouth's not moving. But I don't care, there's a shiny here. That was the first time that it took 3 sandwiches for me. Granted, it happened very quickly in that third sandwich, so it was almost 2 sandwiches. Nest ball, go! You know what, that didn't work. But I guess while I wait for him to do the thing, I'll close this program. I'm gonna disappear for a minute, and then I'm just gonna open back up and see what happens. Hi, did you miss me? I'm talking now. Netball! Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Why do you know Wood Hammer? Okay, the recoil damage isn't that bad. We don't damage shinies in this house. Just keep throwing Pokeballs and it will eventually catch. There we go, see what I mean? Shiny Grookey! Finally! I say finally, it was quick for you, but it felt like that took a while for me. No nickname, that's okay, but let's check its summary real quick. Did we got a stamp? No stamp, that's okay. He might be fast, but he always loses to turtles. Okay, so let's look for the shiny Scorbunny. Scorbunny is going to spawn in the polar biome, specifically in this portion of the polar biome. I will, not to pause, but show you on the map where I am. Please excuse me, I have drift, I haven't fixed that yet. Zoom in and show you that I am right here, specifically in this spot. You want to come over here, and the polar plaza is right here, so I guess you can just fly there and go straight down. I'm just right there. Point of reference, it's there we go, it wouldn't let me zoom out for a second. Point of reference, the center of everything, central plaza. The direct middle of everything is right here, and it's near the very tippy end, like near the edge of the circle, right over here, the polar biome, and that's where we're going to find Scorbunny. Interestingly enough, Chimchar's spawn over here as well, as you can probably see, he's right there. Now that you know the location, without further ado, let's make a sandwich as soon as we find a flat surface to lay the table out on. All right, that'll do it. Oh wait, you know what? I should probably save first. Or save before making your sandwich. That way you can just reset your sandwich if you don't find a shiny. Now make a sandwich. Okay, so fire type Pokemon, they like cucumber, pickle, 1, 2, 3 red bell peppers, and any 2 Herba Mysticas that is not sweet and sour. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do 2 sours because that isn't sweet and sour. So 2 sours will work just fine. And then just quickly plop all of your stuff onto the bread. And as you can see, you don't need to be completely on the plate to pick it up. You can just go to the end of the plate and it'll let you grab it. And then hit the bumper to slide the plate over for the next one. Drop the bread. Boom. That's how you make sandwiches quickly. Boom. Now we got sparkling and encounter for fire type Pokemon. So as soon as we pack up the picnic here, you're going to see a lot of Scorbunnies and Chimchars. Would be a little easier to see if it wasn't snowing. But yeah, there you go. That's all there is to it. There's a whole bunch of Scorbunnies and Chimchars everywhere. So just keep running around until you find a shiny. I'm looking for Scorbunny right now, but if you're fine with either of those. If you just care about having a firefighting starter as a shiny, then yeah, this will get you either Chimchar or Squirtle. Or if you prefer, up in the cave right over here, if they will spawn in, are Torchics. So you have not one, not two, but 3 options for firefighting types in this area. This snowstorm kind of hurts my eyes. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. Oh, and it just stopped. Okay. I guess complain and you shall receive. Yo, is there... There we go. That's a shiny Squirtle. 16 minutes left of the first sandwich. I only made 1 sandwich, and about half the time went through. And there it is, a shiny Squirtle. It's a small change, but it looks nice. I do like this one. You know the drill. Quick ball go. Never mind. Why do you know double edge? You mean you can hurt yourself? Well, that's not good. Regular Ultra Balls, go! Yo, was that a crit? Crit capture! Let's go! Put it away. No ribbons. But that is a shiny. You can see the little shiny symbol down there. You can see the fact that it's a different color. What am I talking about? You could also get a shiny Squirtle in Sword and Shield with the Masuda method when hatching your eggs, which I think to this day is probably the best game to hatch eggs in, just because it goes by so fast. It's a reliable way to get eggs. I definitely prefer Sword and Shield over Scarlet and Violet for hatching eggs for that reason. And here is a clip that I have saved on my Switch of when I hatched a shiny Squirtle when playing Sword and Shield. Is it this egg? Yeah, that's the egg. And the crazy thing about that is I also got that shiny Squirtle in that Sword and Shield save file after only 5 eggs too, which is to this day the fastest egg hunt I've ever done. Sobble was a really sad frog, but he is a friend of mine. So as you can see right there, right in front of me, is a Sobble. So Sobble spawns in this pile of mud here. I guess that's where frogs like to play. And to show you where I am, I am right here. And I mean, I guess you can fly to Savannah Plaza right here and just make your way up to the mud right there. Or Central Plaza is just right there, just as a point of reference. And I'm right there at the mud. And when you're at the mud, you can make a water type sandwich to make a Sobble, and only Sobble appear, because if I do a little turnaround for you and just examine the area around me, you can see that there are not other water type Pokemon here. So if we make a water type sandwich, we'll make a whole bunch of Sobble, and only Sobble appear at this mud. Now to set up a picnic and make a water type sandwich. Okay, so water type Pokemon like 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumbers, 1 pickle, and any combination of Herba Mystica that is not sweet and sour or sweet and sweet. I did test it out with 2 sours, but results may vary.
Sorry, I was just moving around on my chair.
Encounter! Okay, so I don't need to make a second sandwich. Perfectly fine. Just a cucumber sandwich is more than enough for water types. What is in the screen? That is... hi, Rayquaza. And boom, there we go. There's a bunch of Sobbles playing around in the mud. Okay, now if I remember correctly... Oh, a hi, Rhydon. Right on this... I'm sorry, that was low. I am better than that. I can and should do better. Okay, Sobbles don't appear in that mud pile. They only appear in this mud pile, it seems. Now, I don't know how much different Sobbles shiny is compared to its regular form, but I do believe its shiny has a pink or purple kind of fin going on with it, so just look at the yellow, and if it doesn't have yellow on it anymore, then it's probably the shiny. Assuming that the game just didn't bug out and glitch on you. It is Scarlet and Violet after all. But yeah, after you see a whole bunch of Sobble appear and you checked on all of them, you don't even need to set up a picnic. I love hunts that don't need that, they feel faster. You just run a few feet away from it and come back, and all the Sobbles have despawned and they will come back in. I said the Sobbles will pop back in. Sobble, that's your cue, come on out. Oh, okay, well here's some. There we go, now they're popping back in. And there you go, you just go back and forth between this mud pond right here. This, not at the right horn, please excuse me. Then just run all the way over here to make the Sobbles despawn, and then come back in, and then we'll pop back in. And we're just gonna keep going back and forth like that until one of them decides to be shiny. Hey, there we go! Oh, we were reaching the end of the second sandwich, so there's 8 minutes. That did take a while. Well, for a sandwich hunt anyway. Ooh, you're chugging right now. Why are you taking so long to load here? Shiny Sobble, let's go. And it's female, let's go. That's so cool. That is my second female starter. If I catch it anyway. What the? Do dive balls work out here? Yes, they do. Wow, you're so slow in the swamp. I'm gonna have to move somewhere else. But a shiny female Sobble, that's really cool. Took 2 sandwiches to get there, but hey, I have not had a shiny take 3 yet, and hopefully it stays that way. I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video, and I also wanted to thank you guys for being patient with me while I did pretty much nothing but shiny hunting related videos these past couple of months. I've had a lot going on in my personal life, such as my brother got married, and I got married, and my dog died. And that is as personal as I'm going to get on this channel, because I'm all about fun. I'm just a dude that talks about Pokemon on the internet. It did seem like a lot of you did enjoy these kind of videos, so I won't stop making these shiny hunting tutorial type of videos. I do have fun making them. They are just also easier to do than the previous content I was doing, which was why I did a lot of that while I had a lot going on in my personal life. With that being said though, I do miss making scripted videos, and I do miss doing challenge run type of videos. So yeah, I just wanted to say that those didn't end. I will get back to that eventually. Because again, I missed doing it, and this whole channel is all about just doing things that I have fun doing, and it seems like you guys have fun watching me do those things too. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. I'm gonna get back to scripted content. I'm gonna get back to doing challenge runs, and thank you for being patient with me while I had things going on in my life. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. And do take care.